Welcome to tuberchat. If you have less than 10,000 subscribers, you've come to the right place. We are going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. So thank you so much to those of you who've joined early. The Essence of Sonia, for the longest time now, has been the first one here every time, and I really appreciate that. Hopefully we can get you some new friends and family members, as I'm sure you are able to get all the time here. And then the family of Lightation, good to see you back. Yeah, like I said in the chat, I moved the times of the live streams around just so we can introduce ourselves to different people. We do see always some familiar faces in the house, and often somewhere between 70 and 80 channels come through tuberchat for every 2-hour live stream. However, yesterday was a record. I think we had 105 different channels come through, and that was wonderful. So thank you everyone who is here all the time. The Essence of Sonia, I just want to ask you, are you on a computer or a phone? If you don't mind letting me know. Yeah, Lydia, that's what I was just explaining to the family of Lightation. I move the times around. I try to do it every weekend at different times, and the reason why is just to reach different people. You know, we all have our lives, we all have our routines, but sometimes those things change. For the most part, we just want to make sure we're exposing ourselves to the maximum number of people. You can always follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, even Reddit, and that will allow you to continue to connect with creators even when I'm not live streaming. Georgia Bulldogs, thanks for coming in. Eat with Key. I think you've been here before, but I think it's been a while, and forgive me if I'm wrong about that. And then Georgia Bulldogs, always wonderful to see you. Jaden Sue, who's our featured channel for tomorrow, is in the house. Thank you for coming back again and again and again. Mishana, good to see you. Thank you. London Kev, always good to see you. London Kev, are you actually in London that we know of as London, England? I'm just curious, and forgive me for not knowing. I was just talking about moving the live streams around so that we can reach people in different parts of the world in different time zones. And I know in Europe, some of the countries that are popular for coming through tuberchat are about 5 hours ahead. It's 2 p.m. my time, makes it about 7 p.m. For anybody in England. Master Arts, good to see you back, so thank you very much. Life with Triple T, always good to see you, so thank you for coming in. Stream Elements is on the job. Just Living Life, thank you for coming back. The Dude Rocks, it's always good to see you, so thank you for coming in again as well. Cynthia, she's so blessed, thank you for coming back again. And Michael's Adventures, thank you very much. I appreciate all the time you spend, but it's understandable. Those of us who tend to work have to catch up on sleep when we can, but I appreciate every moment that you spend. And the Dude Rocks might hit 1K today, 29 away from 1K, so that's wonderful. Johnny and Claire TV, great to see you back, so thank you very much for that. Food Fight Showdown, it's always a pleasure to have you in the chat. Thank you for coming back in. And for Jaden, it's 1 p.m. Yep, we many different time zones come through here. People from all over the world. We're very lucky for that. So I didn't wait to put some names on the wheel today. So we'll get to that in a few minutes. I do want to introduce you to B-Hop Nation TV, who I'm sure will come through at some point. B-Hop Nation TV is YouTube's favorite uncle. He's teamed up and married to Aunt Maddie TV, for those of you who know her or know them and have connected with them. I feature channels for different reasons here on tuberchat. Some is simply for loyalty and dedication. Some is for generosity. And then some are for other very specific reasons. So B-Hop Nation TV and Aunt Maddie TV are inspirational. They are literally known as YouTube's favorite aunt and uncle. And I've been very lucky. I managed to catch Aunt Maddie. I've been connected to both of them for months and months and months. I caught Aunt Maddie's monetization celebration, which was a great thing to be a part of. And I saw how very well loved and respected they are in this community, although I already knew them anyway. But B-Hop Nation TV, Uncle David, I've caught just by coincidence in the Keto Girls monetization celebration. And these are all wonderfully dedicated and loyal supporters that I'm talking about, that I've been connected to for months and months and months. But B-Hop Nation TV, Uncle David, went on to the Keto Girls live stream, and the way that he was speaking to her to congratulate her and to inspire her and motivate her to keep going and keep pushing, and said, it's great that you've hit this milestone. Let's see you thrive. Really was striking. And B-Hop Nation TV has been through tuberchat again and again and again, as has Aunt Maddie TV, as has the Keto Girl. They're all featured channels, and I wanted to make sure that I gave some recognition to B-Hop Nation TV. He also does something a little bit unique, where I am connected to Uncle David on Instagram, and therefore every morning receive a positive affirmation type message that's motivating and inspiring. So that's a unique thing as well. But I wanted to make sure to give a really long speech about B-Hop Nation TV to let you know this is somebody that I sincerely believe anybody should be following. There's tuberchat there. We're very lucky to be there. Most of his featured channels are in here. Pardon me, very often. Aunt Maddie TV, of course, is here. And they are both people that you want to be connected to. So I encourage anybody that's not already connected to B-Hop Nation TV, then I hope that you will. And forgive me for not welcoming some more people into the chat. I wanted to finish my speech there and let everybody know about B-Hop Nation TV, our featured channel. But Life with Triple T is in the house. And Ghostly Wins, thank you for coming in. For some reason, I think that you've been here before. And forgive me if I'm wrong about that, but hopefully you feel welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody in the chat is willing to connect. We're all here for the same thing, so please don't be shy. Reach out to anybody that you'd like to in the chat. Follow the instructions on the bottom of the screen, and you will find yourself with some new friends and family members in no time. Lydia Saba, thank you for coming in. I did mention Mishana. Ben Weather Channel, thank you for coming back in. I did ask London Kev where he was from, and then I got into my long speech, and I wasn't watching if you happen to answer. Not that it matters. I'm just curious. Yeah, the Essence of Sonya is familiar with Uncle David and Aunt Maddie. MJ and J, thank you for coming back in, MJ and J family. And I'm glad everybody's having a good time connecting and meeting new friends and family members already. So I'm just going to spin the wheel. We're going to get right into this today. Oh, from London, Life with Triple T, thank you very much. I missed the answer. I tried scrolling back in the chat. I do such a terrible job of that. So one biggest flaw that I have when we're on here is I fall behind in the chat all the time. Look at that, Family of Lightation. This is a channel that's been with tuberchat since the beginning, and it's good to have you back. I know people come in and out as they can over different periods and different days, weeks, months, and things like that, but it's very good to have you back in. So almost 200 subscribers. I hope that everybody will connect with the Family of Lightation who has not already connected with them. Oh, I see. Lady C stream chat. Yeah, maybe that's it. And I'm just mistaken. Ghostly Wins. But like I said, hopefully you feel welcome. The way that we connect here is to simply visit a channel like Family of Lightation here. The way that we do that is leave a single emoji next to their name in the chat. That lets them know that you want to connect with them. And then visit their channel and watch a short video in full of at least 1 minute long so that it registers with the YouTube algorithms. While you're watching, leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video of at least a couple of full sentences so that it doesn't get held for review or caught in the YouTube spam filters. And then give the creator a thumbs up, because we should always be doing that for each other. And then subscribe to them and come back into the chat here and leave a double emoji of any kind next to their name. That lets them know that you've connected and secured that connection the right way. And then say something about the video that you watched so that they can go back and find your comment easily and turn around and do the same thing for your channel. Beautiful Colors 425, thanks for coming back in. The Daniel Show, thank you for coming in. Is this your first time here? I hope you feel welcome if it is, regardless of whether it is. And Carrie Beth, always good to see you, so thank you very much. Ghostly wins. Your longest stream was over 3 hours long. Yeah, if you're playing a video game for 3 hours, that could be a little bit tough on the hands and fingers and things like that. B-Hop Nation TV is in fact in the house. That's our feature channel from today. Uncle David, I hope that you'll go back and watch the first 5 minutes or 10 minutes of the stream after to hear all the pleasant things I was saying about you to everybody. I've been looking forward to having you featured because I feature channels for different reasons, and I wanted to make sure that people were very well introduced to you today. I always get fall behind. Last podcast before the world explodes is in the house. So I'm grateful that you're here again. Thank you very much. And oh, you changed your name, the Daniel Show. Daniel Live Forever, is that who I'm thinking of? And forgive me if I'm wrong about that. Thank you, Jaden. There's no memberships available on TuberChat yet. TuberChat is not monetized. It will be probably 2 to 3 weeks from now. And then when it is, I will make sure that memberships come available at the first opportunity. The way that I've seen them work on the channels that I run is that first you get monetized, then you must get some super chat activity. And after the first pay period, when you're monetized and have super chat activity, then memberships become available. So I'm assuming that I will have them available in October. But thank you for asking. Jaden Sue is a member on my personal channel, and I really appreciate the dedicated and loyal support that you give me all the time, Jaden. So thank you again for that. And I will keep everybody apprised as TuberChat progresses. Monetization won't change the channel. I will have things available, but I'm not going to keep information away from everybody, that's not a member or things like that. The worst I'll do is maybe have like a members only live stream once a month, but it won't affect anybody because the same information will always be shared. I will always give everybody the best that I possibly can as far as sharing information so that we can all thrive together. The reason why is because I want everybody to excel, and the farther your channels grow, more people will ask you how you did it. How did you become successful? And I hope that when that happens, you will turn around and mention TuberChat so that we can continue to grow as well. I'm counting on it. But I'll make sure that anything I do with monetization provides real value, and it won't hold up information from anybody else. And then I hope everybody's having a good time connecting. MJ and J Family should be easy to find last podcast, but I can see if I can get a link for you. MAH Videos, thank you for coming back in. That's another previously featured channel from TuberChat. Travel Around, thank you for coming in again. Oh, how do you add memberships? Once you are monetized, membership, yeah, like I said, memberships come available about sometime after the first pay period, after you've become monetized and had super chat activity. Now, I don't know if I'm 100% right about that, but that is what has happened on the channels that I run that are monetized. Membership is only something that became available to channels under 30,000 subscribers recently. Georgia Bulldogs, I am going to put a link for them. anybody wants to connect with Georgia Bulldogs, this is a wonderfully dedicated and loyal supporter that continues to come back in to tuberchat again and again. Very cool, the Daniel show. Hopefully the new name works out better for you. And I'm just catching up on the chat. I just want to make sure I'm not forgetting any or missing anything. If anybody would like to So one of the things I just want to mention as well, when we're leaving comments, I know I say it all the time. You've all heard my speech, except for those who might be brand new to tuberchat. I always say when we're leaving a comment, you must leave a comment that is related to the content of the video. But the more important aspect of it is that it's at least a couple of full sentences with nothing that could be considered a spam word. Because if your comment gets held for review or put in a spam folder, it's very possible some creators do not even look at their spam folder. They just delete it, which I don't wish anybody to do, because there could be messages in there that are not spam. It's just because they used a word that is very common. However, it can happen. If your comment is deleted by a creator or it's held for review or caught in the spam filter too long, it's possible that your connection will be lost. So when we lose subscribers all the time and YouTube is purging, that could be a part of it. Oh, yes, Johnny and Claire TV is willing to swap playlists. If anybody wants to do that, just say so in the chat, and you're free to make those arrangements with anybody that you'd like to, of course. MAH videos, I'm always good, living the dream. So thank you very much for asking. Hopefully you're doing well also. And that's okay, Georgia Bulldogs. I appreciate every moment that you spend. As we grow and as we follow more and more creators, it becomes harder and harder to support everybody as much as we all might like. So I appreciate every moment that everybody can spend here at tuberchat and with me personally. Georgia Bulldogs is the one channel that is in tuberchat more than any other. I've been recently looking at the statistics, and I really do appreciate that. Not to mention, Georgia Bulldogs did make a special video. First of all, they made another shout-out video for Kira here, which I have not seen yet, and I have not seen the Kristen one. I got to look at these. I did know the Kira one. I didn't even realize you did the Kristen one. And then here's a video that they did specifically for tuberchat, which is now featured on our front page. So we have two shelves on our front page that are now, they were inspired by Georgia Bulldogs. One is for shout out videos that feature only tuberchat that Georgia Bulldogs and That Blue Moon have done. And then the other one is for featured shout out videos like we see a lot of creators doing, including myself, where they include many different channels, but tuberchat has been included. So those are both on our front page if you want to see some generous creators that are willing to do that kind of thing. This is Lydia Saba. She's been back with tuberchat again and again and again, getting very close to that 1,000 subscribers, and is a previously featured channel from tuberchat, as was Georgia Bulldogs. The spinning wheel. Yes, what happens with that, Ghostly Wins, I have a robot here running called Bottissimo. And it is, I got to refresh the page, similar to Nightbot, Streamlabs, Stream Elements, and I use Bottissimo as well as those three. But this one is the best one for statistics. And what happens is you can see that it keeps a running total of how active everybody is in the chat. This is how, if, like, for instance, you're very active today. That way I decide from this list how to put channels on the wheel. I usually wait about half an hour, 45 minutes, something like that. Let me get another couple of names on right now, actually. So Ghostly Winds is going to get on there right now, and Johnny and Claire TV. Let's get you on there. And I'll add some more shortly. Michael and Paula, always good to see you. Thank you very much. The accordion guy. So this excites me more than anything else with everything that we do on TuberChat. And for those of you who are here all the time, you hear me tell these stories. And for the newcomers, what I often say is, as you hear me tell stories about the channels that come in the chat and the channels I put on the screen, you'll get to know the kind of community we're building here of dedicated and loyal supporters. And I'll tell you a story right now that will show you that I'm walking the walk as well as talking. So I was hanging out in Michael and Paula's live stream not too long ago. Michael and Paula were referred to TuberChat from Michael's adventures. It's getting on, quite some time ago, a few weeks ago, but it doesn't feel like that long ago. Anyway, so I've hung out on Michael and Paula's live stream. I try to hit 10 to 20 live streams per day when I can for at least 15 minutes each. I was hanging out with Michael and Paula for the second, third, fourth time. I forget what it was. And he was walking around near his home. There was an accordion player. Sometimes you see buskers or different people playing music on the street for different reasons, and this accordion player was there, and it was kind of funny. So I sent them a small super chat just to give the guy a couple dollars. But that was fantastic. But I love these stories because when you're in other people's live streams, especially when you've met here at TuberChat, and you see people conversating and running into each other and connecting. Like, for instance, the Dude Rocks, you'll often find a lot of people who have met in TuberChat hanging out in the Dude Rocks because he does a spectacular show. He does a really good job on his channel, and it's fun to hang out in his live streams. But I really love that stuff. So thank you, Michael and Paula, for reminding me of that because it was a fun story. Yeah, and so the wheel is just for me to spin. I'll spin right now. That's Lydia Saba. I'll spin. We'll get another channel up here. And it's just to put channels on the screen. For a second, we talk about the channels. Especially one like Ghostly Winds here that I'm not as familiar with as some of the others. So as I put these channels on the screen and we sit here and take a look at it, then I can get to know these channels and feature everybody a little bit better every time they're here. So Ghostly Winds is a new connection for TuberChat. I do not watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. What I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos. I'll take this here and add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list and I'll watch that video in full. I'll leave you a genuine, meaningful comment of at least a couple of sentences related to the content of this Final Fantasy VII video. And then I will give you a thumbs up, of course. We should always be doing that for each other. And I will subscribe, and I will make sure that that subscription sticks. So hopefully you're subscribed to TuberChat as well, and you have the notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change. We can talk about playlists, Jaden, absolutely. Carrie Beth is willing to swap playlists. The Essence of Sonya, of course, is as well. So if anybody wants to swap playlist, absolutely reach out to anybody that you'd like to. Uyi Leho, forgive me because your message was just held up there for a quick second. Sorry, the Essence of Sonya. I asked you if you were on a computer or a phone, and then I wasn't paying attention if you answered. I'm so sorry. But if you happen to be, I'm just curious. And it looks like everybody's having a good time connecting. Forgive me, I always get behind in the chat. Trying to hit 150 today. Thank you, last podcast before the world explodes. Hopefully we can get you there. Uyi Leho, the way that the wheel works is after everybody's been here for a little while, connecting with people and interacting in the chat, then I add them to the wheel. The wheel is random, and then when your name comes up on the wheel, if you're still here, I put you on the screen and we talk about your channel for a second. Mike's Tech, forgive me for not welcoming you earlier. I get caught up in my speeches sometimes, but hopefully you feel welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house, and everybody's here to connect, so please don't be shy. Reach out to anybody that you'd like to in the chat one at a time, and follow the instructions at the bottom of the screen, and you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members in no time. Let me spin the wheel. I'll get another channel on the screen. Donut Toys and Games, thank you for coming in. I just started your 24-hour playlist right now. You have to forgive me because I have to start limiting myself to 24 hours because I've fallen so far behind. I've got 6 people to catch up with, and I didn't even realize I was that far behind. But yours is running as of like about an hour ago or half an hour ago, and I will run that for the 24 hours that it consists of. This is Jade and Sue, our featured channel for tomorrow. This is the only channel so far, or the first channel, I should say, to be featured twice on tuberchat because of their loyalty, dedication, and generosity. Jade and Sue is with us almost every single live stream since I think it was episode 13 that they found us, and shares for us constantly. Not to mention, is a dedicated and loyal supporter outside of tuberchat as well. Angel Light Over Darkness, thank you very much for coming in, and thank you for the thoughtful comment that you gave me. I think it was on Instagram today as well. I really appreciate that. Forgive me if I'm wrong. I think it was on Instagram, but I could be wrong. I skim over this stuff very quickly while I'm setting up, obviously. Quick and fun one. Yeah. Ghostly Wins, forgive me. I try to give everybody a few minutes of watch time, but I aim for something around 10 minutes, hopefully longer than 5, shorter than 10, just because sometimes we'll have like 10 or 15 new people come through that I have to watch videos from, and it gets a little lengthy, but I really want to actually watch them and pay attention to what creators are doing where possible. Oh, Beautiful Colors 425. Just make sure you're leaving meaningful comments, and then hopefully thumbs upping as well, so those comments are easy to find. Sexy and Love, great to see you back. Thank you very much. Bright Creations, good to see you in here. I'm going to describe our method of connecting in just a short moment here. Apostle Edgar Capanga, thank you for coming in. I always get behind in the chat. I'm just trying to catch up a little bit here. Forgive me for not welcoming anybody that's come in a little bit earlier, but as long as you're active in the chat, I will come around to it eventually. Oh, yes. Bright Creations is willing to swap playlists. If anybody wants to swap playlists, you can reach out to them, and feel free to make any of those arrangements with anybody in the chat at all. Swapping playlists is a great collaboration. All it means is you're going to run a playlist for them. They're going to run a playlist for you. You could do it while you work, while you sleep, while you eat, while you go out, anything else. You're only obligated to run it. That's it. And you're free to make those arrangements among each other. But the thing I like the most about swapping playlists is not that we raise our watch hours a little bit, but it's the friendship that begins, because once you've traded favors with somebody, you have a relationship that can start. Ghostly Wins, what we're talking about is it is a good idea to make playlists to organize, because that's a good way to get people to binge watch some of your content when they're interested. But as well, when we do playlists for the purpose of swapping, I always advise everybody make one playlist of every video that you have, not including live streams, and then you would call it all of Ghostly Wins, or binge watch Ghostly Wins, or something like that. And then that's the playlist you give people to run. And then, last podcast before the world explodes. I don't do jackets here. It's not necessary. And then Georgia Bulldogs, did you try the command? I'm just curious if you did. So it looks like, last podcast before the world explodes. Oh, you're looking for the link for Georgia Bulldogs, I guess, right? Do I still have it here? No, I'll get it in a second. Let's see. Oh, Nightbot doesn't want to work today? There it is. Is it possible you misspelled it, Georgia Bulldogs? It worked for me. Hopefully it'll work for you next time. It won't work for another 5 minutes now, but it will work probably after. If you don't mind giving a try, if you remember, and then I'll figure something out if not. So last podcast before the world explodes, people tend to call becoming a moderator on a channel, getting a blue jacket, or being given a wrench because of the way that the chat deciphers moderators. You see, there's no moderators here except for myself today. Kristen and Kira are out, but I just don't do it because it's not necessary. This chat, everybody seems to be very respectful, and I'm very, very lucky for that. But it means I don't have to have a lot of moderators. I have a great banned words list that prevents a lot of the nonsense that could otherwise come in, and slow mode stops any spam if somebody was going to come in, but it almost never happens here at all. So I'm very lucky. But I want everybody to focus on connecting and growing their channels more than the common things that we do as moderators, like remind everybody to thumbs up and share and things like that. I want everybody to maximize their impact while they're here. In the meantime, if you haven't already, everybody, please do give a thumbs up if you can. It helps the stream. It helps push TuberChat a little bit farther in the algorithm. Same thing with sharing. If you have a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or anything like that, we can reach more people and maximize impact for everyone. There's Johnny and Claire TV. So you've been here, but because I haven't put you on the wheel, I guess, yet, this is or maybe did I put you on the wheel and I just haven't gone through my watch later list yet? Is that what it is? I feel like I recognize this. Yes, 100% I know. I did. I put this Target video in my watch later list. When I go save to playlist, we'll see. There it is. It's already in the watch later. So it's just because I haven't gone through my watch later list yet, but I still intend to. I always do. Usually I do it every day. I've been a little bit caught up, but I'll get to it, and I'll make sure that I get that watched. I'll leave a meaningful comment, thumbs up like I promised, and we'll make sure that my connection sticks. Like there, but I wouldn't expect big opportunity there. The best way to swap playlists with people is to make individual arrangements, but you have to be willing to run playlists for other people, though. Even if they're much, much, much longer than yours, because your playlist is very, very short that I've seen so far. One of the things I talk about on YouTube and on TuberChat here is we always have to be willing to give much more than we expect to receive to get what we want out of YouTube. But if you can do that and be okay with it, you'll end up getting more than you wanted in the first place. And I sincerely believe that. And so I hope everybody can subscribe to that kind of idea. So there you go. Yeah, forgive me, Johnny and Claire TV, but I will get that connection done. I should add some more names to the wheel. Yes, thank you, Georgia Bulldogs. Forgive me for not being a little more attentive to that. I wonder if they've already gone. I'm going to refresh and just check. Pardon me, everybody. I'm just addressing something quick here. Oh, Asamba Tessie, thank you for coming back in. Oh, buffering today? We should be good. Let me just check my internet connection. Should be good. So thank you, Georgia Bulldogs. I'm going to take care of that. Oh, last podcast before the world explodes only needs a couple more for 150. So hopefully we can get them there. It's great to have you back, Osama Tessie. So thank you very much for coming back as well. Us Never Them, thank you for coming in. Us Never Them is another loyal and dedicated supporter that keeps coming back as well. Michael's Adventures is not. Oh, last podcast before the world explodes. Every channel starts with 0. And if we're going to get 1,000, we all have to pass 150 at some point. So I think every goal and every milestone is worth celebrating, at least in some way, big or small. So London Kev, let's get you on the wheel. Pour the essence of Sonia. She's the first one here, and the wheel doesn't want to pick her channel. Cynthia, she's so blessed. Are you still here? Osama Tessie, I'm always good, living the dream. So hopefully you're doing well also. My BS life. It's raining for you. My BS life is a fellow Canadian, but happens to be in Ottawa. I went with Kira and Kristen and my niece last summer, and we had a wonderful weekend there visiting a lot of places. And let's get last podcast up there. So I think, yeah, Georgia Bulldogs, I think our friend is gone. But if they, what I'm going to do, oh, you're coming from Nigeria, Osama Tessie. Oh, Ghostly wins. Well, I appreciate like letting anybody know, but Lady C, both Lady C's are aware of tuberchat. I'm sure they'll come if they can. So if anybody finds anything I need to address in the chat, you're free to reach out to me, and I'll appreciate it if you do on Instagram. That's the best way to get a hold of me quickly, because I keep it beside me right here. And then one of the things that we want to make sure is that everybody is connecting the right way. And as much as we don't want to call people out, if somebody happens to be found not interested in connecting the way that we are here and not being part of the community, it's fine. Not everybody has to, but they do have to if they're going to be here. So you can feel free to let me know, because what I don't want to happen is for anybody to waste their time supporting somebody that doesn't want the support in return. Is that's not the Daniel show that we're connected to already? Oh, do I have to type Daniel live forever? Yeah. So that name's going to change, but it hasn't changed yet. There it is, the Daniel show. There's another creator that's been back and back again. That's absolutely right, Apostle Edgar Capanga. And every person that subscribes to you, I don't know how much of us can remember the day when we started, when you got your first 5 or 10 subscribers. But when you get the first real subscriber that's not a friend, not a family member, not somebody who you expected to follow you, it's a wonderful feeling, and it never stops. Every time, the numbers get growing faster and faster as we grow, but it's still always something to be appreciated. Yeah, Bright Creations is willing to swap playlists. If anybody wants to swap playlists, you can just say so in the chat. Just say, I am willing to swap playlists, and then they will. Uwasamba Tessie, it's hard for me to. The Instagram is just. Thank you. Oh, I'm so sorry, Sonia. I was just thinking of that too. I know I keep asking you, and then I get caught up in what I'm doing. Oh, you're on your phone. Okay, that's okay. Carrie Beth, would you happen to be on a computer today, or are you on a phone? I'm just curious. PA, thanks for coming in. Sorry, I didn't welcome you a minute ago. I don't think I did. I saw you come in, and I meant to say something. I got caught up looking at something, but I'm glad that you're here, so thank you. You always support, both here and on my personal channel, so thank you very much. Samba Tessie, sorry, the Instagram is just tuberchat. It's just... I'll type it out here. I sent it from my personal channel there. Oh, okay. Thank you very much, London Kev. I appreciate it. Hopefully, we'll see you again very soon. First 150 to get to go ride the go-karts with you and Eminem when you hit 1 million. That's interesting. We had another offer. I thought it was for the first Virgin space flight or something like that, or Elon Musk. But that's okay. Oh, that's okay, Essence of Sonia. Thank you. Thank you very much. Angel Light Over Darkness is ready to hit it hard now. Venom for Life, thank you for coming back in. Bumby Selby, always good to see you. Bumby Selby is another creator that's been connected to me for months and months and months on my personal channel. She was, I always tell the same story, but she was, if I remember right, the first creator that came into my first premiere. And we were just talking, or I was just talking a second ago about milestones and things like that. And Apostle Edgar Kapanga was saying, I think every subscriber is something to be appreciated in a roundabout sort of way. And oh gosh, Carrie Beth is going to hit 2,000 any second now. And we remember these things, right? You remember lots of different things. That Blue Moon, I'm very happy that you're here too. It makes me really happy to be able to introduce generous creators to other people so that we can keep the community truly growing. You know, some people are going to come and go quickly. Some people aren't going to be interested in what we're all doing as far as like supporting over the long term. But I love this stuff. I love the friendships that are flourishing. I love the community that we're building, and it is wonderful. So I'm happy that you're here and a part of it, because you are an inspirational part of what we're doing here at tuberchat. And then Just Living Life is always wishing for everybody to crush their goals. Hopefully they are. JJ's Mix, thank you for coming back in. JJ's Mix is another loyal and dedicated supporter. I always have a good time hanging out with her on her live streams. And like I keep saying, as we grow and follow more and more creators, it becomes harder and harder to support everybody as much as we all might like. One of the sadder things about our channels growing is you find yourself, you may have gone into somebody's live stream like every time they were live at one point, and all of a sudden it becomes you're only showing up once a week, and then eventually once every couple of weeks. And it's unfortunate, but as long as we're all supporting everybody that we can as much as we can, then we should be, everybody should be doing just fine. Five Nights at Freddy's games, I haven't seen those. Thank you, That Blue Moon. when I see creators that are so generous, it makes me expect big things, you know. And sometimes you'll see me talk about different channels and different things, and it's wonderful when I can celebrate generosity. That's why, for instance, the Essence of Sonya was a previously featured channel, as was That Blue Moon, as was Georgia Bulldogs, as were many other channels in the chat, including B-Hop Nation TV, who is our feature channel for today. Like the Essence of Sonya, for instance, does the feature channels collaboration here. And the oh, Johnny and Claire TV is willing to swap playlists, even though their playlist is quite small. So the feature channels collaboration, I like talking about it all the time. And thank you, Bright Creations, for the kind words. Yes, Owasamba Tessie, absolutely. Yes, let's all stay happy together in this journey. We can all thrive together, absolutely. So on that note, while I'm talking about the feature channels collaboration, this is something that I encourage everybody to do, because anybody can do this with their channel. If you can imagine, when Sonya features channels on her front page like this, luckily, you know, I'm fortunate to be featured on there with Kristen and tuberchat, but as well as Shen McLove, who's been in here. But you are basically, when you feature channels on your front page, you're saying to your audience and the YouTube algorithm that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then when some of those channels feature you in return, they are saying to their audience and the YouTube algorithm that you are worthy of being featured by them. So you can imagine the impact that this has both on the YouTube algorithm and on your audiences. So as a side note, I should say, if anybody in the chat has featured tuberchat on their front page and I don't know about it already, and don't be sure that I do, please. But if I don't, then please make sure that I know, so that I can make sure that we return the favor, because I do that with both channels, both tuberchat and my my personal channel. Owasamba Tessie, as long as you continue to be active in the chat, meeting new friends and family members, there's many different ways to collaborate with creators. I tend to talk about this feature channels collaboration that people can do, as well as swapping playlists is a wonderful way to collaborate with people, because it gets, once you've traded favors with somebody, it starts a relationship that can flourish into a friendship. Last podcast before the world explodes is only one away. So last podcast, the best idea, always go first. Reach out to a few creators, right? I say the same thing all the time. You got to be willing to give much more than you expect to receive. So if you go out and hit up 3 friends, I'm sure you're going to get the one that you're looking for to get your 150. You'll probably get 3. That's what I'm hoping. And Gloria, Gloria Adonai, I hope I'm pronouncing that close to right, Gloria Adonai. But thank you for coming in, and hopefully you feel welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the chat. Everybody's here to connect. Everybody wants to connect with you. So please don't be shy. Reach out to anybody that you'd like to. The best idea is always go first. And the way that we do that here is leave a single emoji next to somebody's name that lets them know that you want to connect with them. Then visit their channel, watch a short video in full of at least 1 minute long, so that it registers with the YouTube algorithm. While you're watching, give a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. And it should be at least a couple of sentences long, so that it doesn't get held for review or caught in the YouTube spam filters. And then give the creator a thumbs up, because we should always be doing that for each other. And if you enjoy their content, you subscribe to them, and then come back into the chat here. Leave a double emoji next to their name to let them know that you've subscribed and secured that connection the right way. And then say something about the video that you watched, so that they can turn around and find your comment easily, and then do the same thing for your channel. No problem, Osama Tessie. Oh, did Kristen come in? Yeah. My love. Kristen and Kira are off on an adventure today. They went to see an art exhibit in Toronto. Future Soup, glad to have you in here, and I love your icon. I think that stormtroopers are a stormtrooper is the single defining pop culture reference of the 20th century. So I'm very much liking that. Future Soup, hopefully you feel welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. I think this is your first time here, but please don't be shy. Reach out to anybody that you'd like. Follow the instructions at the bottom of the screen, and you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members in no time, if that's what you would like. And so this is last podcast before the world explodes. They are at 149 right now. So hopefully one more friend will reach out to last podcast before the world explodes and get them that 150. And I will look at adding a couple more names to the wheel. Carrie Beth. I'm going to try to do something here. I'm going to show you guys how to do something, and then I'm going to spin the wheel. I got to just look at a channel very quickly here. Oh, it's on Batesi, somebody who's been connected to us before, but I need the URL here, and I'm going to go to, I've got to add them into the approved users list, because what happens is YouTube occasionally, first of all, it shadow bans people sometimes. If you find yourself in a chat seeing somebody's name and not being able to talk to them, or not actually seeing them, you just see their name from other people talking about it, it's possible that YouTube has shadow banned. And it's not anybody's fault. It's not anything anybody's done. It happens all the time. And I don't know why they're not fixing that. But what you can do as a first step to try to rectify the situation, if somebody can't type in your chat, or if somebody can't be seen, or you got any of these other glitches that go along with what I'm saying, you can add somebody to your approved users list, and that sometimes fixes the trouble. Thank you very much, Cynthia. She's so blessed. Bright Creations, it's slow. Maybe. I don't use any robots to like buy traffic or viewers or things like that. I know that that can be done, but I don't do any of that. So we got 27 in the chat right now. And then hopefully everybody will give a thumbs up if you haven't already. So when we go to our settings and we go to our community tab, mine takes a second to pop up because I've got a huge banned words list. So it just makes the page take a second. It'll come up for us, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do. Business Basics with Mr. Long, thank you for coming in. Thank you for dropping a like. Dini Islam 219, thank you for coming in, and thank you for reminding everybody the thumbs up. Oh, did Skywatcher footage come in and I didn't see them? I'm so sorry, Skywatcher footage. Thank you for coming back in. So now that our page has come up, I can go in my approved users list here, and I can drop the URL. It's not looking for a name. You can't search for people here. You have to drop the URL from their channel. Give it a second, and then Osama Tessi comes up here, and I save. And now hopefully, I know they stepped out for a second, but if they come back today, hopefully their messages will not get held up. And we'll see about that. So let me spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up. And hopefully everybody's having a good time connecting with each other. Oh, here's Len and Kev. I hope you're still here. I'll put it up anyway, and then we'll see if Len and Kev is still in the house. I think Cynthia, she's so blessed, just left. But I'll leave it for a second and we'll see. Len and Kev's been back with us again and again and again, so I don't mind having that channel up for a moment. And if they're gone, I'll just move on quickly. Yeah, they might be gone. Oh, You'd Wish Best. Thank you for coming in. You'd Wish Best is a loyal and dedicated supporter who keeps coming back again and again. But I enjoy hanging out in their live streams because they always have like a StreamYard panel happening and they always have dynamic conversation. So You'd Wish Best, I'm happy that you're here. Hopefully you can meet some new friends and family members if you'd like to. And I said I would spin. I'll spin and then I'll get a name on the I'll get some more names onto the wheel. Here's Carrie Beth. Thank you, Jaden. We had your channel up earlier. I'm sure you saw that. Here's Carrie Beth. I love talking about this channel because I expect big things from Carrie. She has been on YouTube for quite some time. She is officially monetized. It happened within the last 24 to 48 hours. So we're very excited for Carrie. She's a loyal and dedicated supporter, both to me personally and to tuberchat. I met Carrie many months ago, and she continues to come back and support, and she just hit her 2,000 subscribers as well. So she is just on fire right now. Not to mention, her channel was set up for success from the beginning. I just want to show you. First of all, she's generous. She swaps playlists with people at all times. So she's still willing to swap playlists with people right now if you want to reach out to her. As well, she does the featured channels collaboration that I love talking about all the time, and I think everybody should be doing, or considering anyway. And I just want to show you, I talk about this all the time when I feature Carrie's channel. She's a previously featured channel from tuberchat. Right since the very beginning, Carrie has been on point with her branding. So even though her thumbnails have progressed and improved, if you want to call it that, they have been like spot on since the beginning anyway, and her branding has not really changed. So when you see Carrie and you see her thumbnails like this with this pink color and the way that she's doing them, even if you saw a video from a year ago, you still know it's her. Pardon me. So I think there's a lot to be learned from what Carrie's doing, and I hope everybody will have a chance to connect with her and watch a few videos. We just swapped playlists again. Now I got red lines again. I hope everybody will get a chance to watch because she has a dynamic personality. Her editing's on point. The production value is great, and she's just absolutely entertaining and full of energy. So I hope everybody will consider connecting with Carrie. And I did promise I was going to add some names to the wheel. I got to refresh my list over here. Janae Gaming, thank you for coming back in. Tanisha Rawls, thank you for coming in. I think this is your first time here. So if not, please forgive me for not remembering, but I hope that you feel welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect. Please don't be shy. Reach out to anybody that you'd like. Follow the instructions at the bottom of the screen, and you'll find yourself with some friends and family members in no time. I didn't put the family of Lightation up, did I already? Yes, I did. I did. That's okay. I was wondering, how could I not have? Let's get Bright Creations up here, and let's get Michael and Paula. I got to see if Cynthia is still here or not. Let's get Apostle Edgar Kapanga up here. I think Cynthia is gone. Okay, I'm going to take Cynthia off. Let's see if Eat with Key is still here. Eat with Key was here early, so I kind of feel a little bit bad, but I'm going to take them off. Thailand Mick, thank you for coming in. Thank you very much. Hopefully you'll meet some more friends and family members here. Did you already get monetized? Did Jeff tell me that you just got monetized? Did I understand that right? Thailand Mick is connected to a friend of mine, some of the channels that I run. Most of you know I run channels for other people as well. And Thailand Mick and I met there, but I think I had just heard Thailand Mick might be monetized, or at least has the watch hours that he needs. Oh, Michael and Paula, yeah, I just choose not to do it. So today's a good example because Kristen came in only for a second, but Kristen is not here. You know that Kristen is my girlfriend and Kira is her daughter, and they're always here with me, but today they're not. Now we're going to look at Michael and Paula's channel, as a matter of fact. But I don't use a lot of moderators because I feel like it's not necessary. I'm proving it today. There's no moderators here. I'm moderating myself. But I'm very, very lucky because everybody who comes into the chat has been respectful. I don't even remember anybody like ever in 54 episodes now snapping or going crazy or anything like that. So that's very lucky, and everybody's respectful of the simple rules. That's why you don't hear me talking about rules all the time either. What I'm really focused on is making sure that everybody grows their channel. I want everybody to be introduced to other people, swap these playlists, meet lots of new friends and family members, so that your channels, everybody, this goes for everybody in the chat, so that everybody's channel will flourish. We can all thrive together. And then what will happen? There will be a day where hopefully most of us, if not all of us, will have 10,000 subscribers and even more. When that happens, people are going to ask you, and even before that, they're going to ask you, how did you do it? Well, how are you so successful on YouTube? And I hope that when that happens, you will point to tuberchat as one of the things that can help them so that when newcomers come in, tuberchat will continue to grow. I'm counting on it. But that's my bet. That's why I don't have a lot of moderators. It hasn't been necessary yet. But this way I can have everybody focusing on their own channels. But I'm very lucky. That's the truth. That's the only reason, as I am so unbelievably lucky that everybody is respectful in this chat. And that's really the long and short of it. But it's not necessary. So I say this all the time too. And Oakstyle, thank you for coming in, by the way. TealTube, thank you for coming in. I keep saying it all the time, but I am a professional channel manager. That's how I started on YouTube. I run a few channels for other people. I have a couple of my own and this and that. But I learn from creators of all sizes every single day. Some from here, some from outside. And all I wish to do is share all the knowledge that I have, so that you can add it to what you know and what you're going to continue to learn so that you can make the right decisions for your own channel. And as we all share information here in tuberchat, and those of you who connect with me outside on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and things like that, we can all get better and better and better. I just want to be able to share the best information that I possibly can so that everybody can grow as strong and solidly as they want to. And then, like I said, when you are more successful than and it keeps growing, you will hopefully point back to tuberchat as a small part of that, and it will mean the world to me. Ace Flaw 1, thank you for coming in. You were working, but you're good now, so thank you. Last podcast before the world explodes, thank you also. And Dini Islam 219, hopefully you're having a good time connecting with everybody. Looks like you're doing okay. Ghostly Winds, thank you for the kind words. Oh, Thailand Mick, I'm sure you'll sort that out though. So you're ready to be monetized. You'll get those. Sometimes it can be as easy. Sometimes you could do it online. Sometimes you can visit a branch. I know it's a little bit tougher these days, but you can get into a branch and ask them for their I forget what it's called. If it's not, maybe it's like a direct deposit slip or something like that, and it has all your information that you need, like an old checkbook would have had, or a check itself might have had, or something like that. But for sure, you get that sorted out. If you have trouble, then just reach out to me. I know we're already connected outside, whether it's on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, and maybe there's something I can do to help. Probably not, because when it comes to the finances and AdSense and stuff, typically channel managers in YouTube sense of the word can't get in there. But when I manage channels, usually I'm listed as an owner so that I can get in and help with everything. Not that none of this matters. I'm just rambling. But if you need help, then by all means reach out, and I'll see if there's anything I can come up with as an idea. But I'm sure you'll get that sorted out if that's the only thing holding you back. Chi Kelly Beauty, thank you for coming back in. It's great to have you back in here. Thank you very much. And then Ghostly Winds, hopefully you're connecting with Carrie Beth there. Always good to see. Dude Rocks left some ice cream for future soup. It's so funny, like the way that we have to dance around this, right? We can't just say I subscribe to you. Can you subscribe back? Because it's not sub for sub. First of all, we can't act like that because YouTube doesn't want that. But it's funny when we dance around the idea. We'll say, like, can we dance with you? I always say I left footprints at your door and stuff like that. We talk about leaving packages, but it's pretty funny, some of the creative things that everybody's coming up with. And it's got a bit of entertainment too. But the Dude Rocks is an entertaining guy. So I know I say this all the time, but if you haven't already had a chance to visit the Dude Rocks in a live stream, I hope that you will, because you'll have a good time over there. Same with Michael and Paula. They do a much different thing. Michael and Paula is much more calm and relaxed, but still does a good job. He's been out doing these outdoor live streams and showing things. I'm trying to remember how long ago, maybe already over a week ago, that I was in one of your streams this year. So it's already 5 days ago, and then this other one here. I love hanging out in different people's live streams, but there's some that I really enjoy, and Michael and Paula is one, and the Dude Rocks, of course, is another. Embracing Everyday Reality. Sorry I didn't welcome you when you came in, but thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as you're still active in the chat, I'll catch up eventually. Yeah, Apostle Edgar Capanga. There's lots of different ways that people are going about it. The Voice, oh my God. Thank you for coming in. I believe it's your first time here, so hopefully you feel welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. Reach out to anybody that you'd like to in the chat. The best idea is always to go first. Reach out one by one, follow the instructions at the bottom of the screen, and you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members in no time. The way that we connect here is leave a single emoji next to somebody's name that lets them know that you want to connect with them, and then head to their channel and watch a short video in full of at least 1 minute long so that it registers with the YouTube algorithms, and then leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video, of at least a couple of full sentences so that it doesn't get held for review or caught in the YouTube spam filters. Then give the creator a thumbs up, because we should always be doing that for each other. And then subscribe to them and come back into the chat here and leave a double emoji of any kind next to their name. That lets them know you've secured that connection correctly, and say something about the video that you watched so that they can turn around and do the same thing for your channel. Let's get Food Fight Showdown up here, and that Blue Moon, and MJ&J family. I haven't been in Monica's. Monica keeps changing from live streams to premieres, and I hope I can catch her again. I'm sure that I will. After the summer got rolling, I work outdoors on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So for 3 days of the week, I'm actually barely able to be on a computer. Not that that matters, but it prevents me from hitting some of the live streams that I would otherwise be hitting, right? And then on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, I'm always good and try to hit as many as I can. Lydia Saba, if I could ask you for a favor and let me know if you get the package that you're looking for there. And then for those of you who don't already know, the easiest way to connect with somebody as well is to write the @ symbol and their full name. If you're on a phone, it's tough because you got to spell it exactly, capitals and everything else. You can't make a spelling mistake. With the @ symbol on a computer, it's much easier. But if you do that, their name comes up orange, and it's easier for them to see. Food Fight Showdown has been back with us again and again and again. This is another dynamic creator that continues to loyally support TuberChat by coming back and is aggressively growing their channel. And then I was also always connected with Lakeside Living in Oakstyle. Oakstyle is here with us. I see that now you've got the Hoops Family Network listed as well as a featured channel. That's nice to see. And then Oakstyle is a previously featured channel from TuberChat. I think actually what I'm going to do, I'm going to say so right now. Let's make sure Food Fight Showdown is still here. Oh, you are? Okay, I just see you leave a message as soon as I said that. Yeah, so Food Fight Showdown, I am going to have you featured next weekend. I don't know what day yet, but that's for sure. When I see channels, I feature channels for different reasons, but Food Fight Showdown has been here again and again and again since finding TuberChat a few weeks ago. And I appreciate all the time you're spending, and I want to recognize that. So I'm going to have you featured next week. Oh, Oakstyle's your daughter. Okay, I didn't know. It makes sense. You did tell me in the first place that it's family, but I didn't even actually stop to think about how the dynamic of that might have worked, but that's great. Yeah, I know it's tough, Jaden Sue. When you're on a phone, it's tough to mention people. You have to type the @ symbol and then spell their name in full. So it's a lot harder than it is on a computer. I know that. You don't have to do it. It's just I'm actually mentioning that more so for anybody who's a little bit newer, especially to TuberChat or to all of this kind of thing, these kind of growth streams, that can help. But it's not necessary. Skywatcher footage, yes, absolutely. It's easier on a laptop. I'm very lucky because I've got a computer and I typically do this kind of thing. So I've had some friends with other growth streams, Melda and Amra and Happy Lux likely that I talk about all the time. And when I started TuberChat so long ago, before we started live streaming, I wanted it built up to as many subscribers as I could get before we started. And they would let me come in with 2 accounts. So I'd go in with my personal channel and with TuberChat. And they both welcomed it and helped me, but I was able to really kind of fire on all cylinders there with different browsers and stuff. It's so much faster when you're on a computer. So hopefully everybody's having a good time connecting. I will spin the wheel again and we'll see what's coming up. Bright Creations. I'm happy we're going to get a chance to look at your channel now. So Bright Creations, while they've been here before, is a new connection for TuberChat, because if a channel comes in that's new and doesn't get on the wheel, then I don't have a chance to connect with them. But Bright Creations I will be connecting with. So what I'm going to do, oh, thank you, the Essence of Sonia. And then, so what I will do is take one of your latest videos. I'd like to give you a few minutes of watch time. Well, you don't need watch time, but I'll give it to you anyway. I'll take this video here, add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, at some point, I will go through my watch later list. I will watch that video in full. I will give you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video, and I will give you a thumbs up. Of course, we should always be doing that for each other, and I will subscribe to you, and in that way, I'll make sure that the connection sticks. And then hopefully you're subscribed to TuberChat as well, and you have the notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different people from all over the world. Jaden, what do you mean about when am I doing the thumbnail? I'm just curious what you mean. If you're talking about your feature for tomorrow, it's already done. It's already scheduled on the front of the TuberChat homepage. I will go over there just for a quick second to have a look. Jaden Sue is our feature channel for tomorrow. That's the first channel to be featured twice on TuberChat. So that's Jaden Sue right there, because they are with us all the time and constantly share for us. And I want to recognize that generosity. So I'm glad everybody's connecting and having a good time. There's Bright Creations again. So let me see. Oh, Slimerastic, thank you for coming in. Lydia Saba, I'm just curious, did you ever hear, there was a package that I asked you, and I'm sorry if you answered, but I didn't catch it. I just wonder if you remember there was one that you were looking for, and I wonder if it came. If you answered, I didn't catch it. I'm so sorry. Slimerastic, everybody wants to dance, so the best idea is always to go first. Reach out to anybody that you'd like to in the chat. Please don't be shy, and then follow the instructions at the bottom of the screen. What am I doing for the thumbnail for the next live stream? It's already done, Jaden. MJ and J family. On the front page of TuberChat, you'll see that the thumbnail for tomorrow is already there. I did it last week. I try to have the following week's live stream scheduled before the last live stream of the current weekend. Oh, sorry, Lydia. You were looking for a package from Ace Flaw 1. Did you get it? So as just a reminder for anybody who's a little bit newer to TuberChat, this is absolutely not a sub for sub network. However, because we're all connecting with each other, everybody's going to be interested in connecting with you. And but they will be expecting to have you connect with them also. Still can't find Ace Flaw 1's house. I'll get a link for you. I'll go back to MJ and J in a quick second. MJ and J family has been with TuberChat since the very beginning. They might have even been there in the first episode. It was very early on, though, and they continue to come back again and again and support, and I always have a good time hanging out with Monica in her premieres and live streams. Ace Flaw 1 should be easy to find. I'm just going to drop a link anyway. But so there's an MJ and J family, and they also have the featured channels collaboration going on that I talk about all the time. We're very familiar with blogs and fiction, everyday life with Kelly girls. There's tuberchat there, and the McRae Kings, of course. So thank you very much, MJ and J family, for all you do, coming back again and again to support genuinely. I wonder if, and sorry, Lydia, I'm just curious if you happen to get that today at all. I'd love to know, but I fear that you may not, and I'll have to do something about that then. Kid Wonders Gaming and Live Stream, thank you for coming in again. That's another dynamic creator with a couple of channels, as a matter of fact, who continues to come back and again and support genuinely and with dedication. Okay, thank you, Slimerastic. Angel Light Over Darkness. Sexy in Love. Let's spin and see what's coming up. Oh, here's our cousin again. Unfortunately, when we have a channel that doesn't want to connect the way that we all want to connect, then I have to let them go. It's unfortunate, but what I want to make sure is that everybody who comes into tuberchat is on the same page. What we're doing here is building a community of loyal and dedicated supporters, the kind of people who are going to come back and visit your channel over the coming days, weeks, months, and hopefully eventually years, to give you the views, likes, comments, and other things we need as growing YouTubers. So if somebody comes in that doesn't want to connect, like for instance, I've actually had a specific conversation with somebody who came in, and they insist that they want to only have people subscribe to them. They don't want to subscribe to anybody at all. And it's fine. It's not what I choose to do, but I can't have that in tuberchat. That's not what we're doing here. Everybody here understands we're all connecting to each other so that we can thrive together. For me to get subscribers from you doesn't take away from you, and for you to get subscribers from anybody else doesn't take away. It just expands the pool of subscribers for everybody so that we can all flourish. And I want to make sure everybody understands that when somebody comes in, I am going to give chances, but if I'm sure that somebody's not going to connect with everybody and just isn't on the same page for whatever reason, then I have to take care of that. Thank you, Embracing Everyday Realities. Hopefully that still sticks after I have to give a negative speech like I just did. Just relax now. Thank you for coming in. I think you've been here before, so forgive me for not remembering and being certain, but hopefully you'll meet some new friends and family members in no time. If you're interested, everybody here is willing to connect. We all are here for the same thing, so please don't be shy. Meet some new friends and family members one at a time. Take your time with it. Follow the instructions at the bottom of the screen. You'll have some new friends and family members in no time. So thank you. Yeah, I thought I recognized your name or icon, but I just wanted to be sure. But I'm glad that you're back, so thank you very much for that. And then Kid Wonders Gaming and Live Stream, hopefully everybody will reach out and connect with them. If you haven't already, I'd love it if you'd share the stream out. If you have a community tab or Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or Reddit or anything like that, it really does help the stream. And then if you have the ability to give us a thumbs up, then I'd love it if you do that. I know on a phone, you have to shut the chat off for a second to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment, and it really does help the stream. It helps push TuberChat a little bit farther into the algorithm so that we can continue to reach more people and then maximize our impact as well. And Bright Creations, yes, it seems that most of the people, and when I say most, I mean like really most, almost everybody who comes into TuberChat and decides to stay is interested in genuine, dedicated, and loyal support for each other. Because if we all build our channels with a strong and solid foundation, we can really maximize. So here's the question, right? Everybody seems to want, and thank you, Just Relax Now, for sharing on Twitter. I'm going to do something for you right away, as a matter of fact. When it comes to monetization, which is on most people's radars, I find, or at least most people that I've run into, in order to maximize the monetization, you're going to want a solid and strong foundation of loyal and dedicated supporters. Because if we just race to get our 1,000 subscribers and nobody comes back to watch our videos, we're only going to be making $5 a month, and then you're really going to be mad after all the work that you put in. But it seems here we're very lucky. Mercy Salakumbi, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Mercy Salakumbi, thank you for coming in, and hopefully you feel welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. Reach out to anybody that you'd like to in the chat. Take your time, go one by one. Follow the instructions at the bottom of the screen, and you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members in no time if that's what you would like. So just relax now. Forgive me, because I'm just going to go and have a look at Twitter, because I'd like to do something for you right away. We have a Twitter list. And what a Twitter list does is it allows you, it has two functions. If you want to make a list of creators, you can follow a specific group of people. So for instance, if there was a bunch of, if you're a gaming channel and you wanted to follow gaming channel creators on Twitter, you can make something like that. We have one called TuberChat Stars that I've made, and it says YouTubers who tweet and retweet for others. So if you are active on Twitter and you'd like to meet other YouTube creators who are generous and understand sharing on Twitter, then I have a list of 19 members right now, people who have tweeted or retweeted for us. So when I go into my notifications, if I'm lucky enough, here we go. Is it imperfect? The two others liked your tweet. I'm just going to look and see. Okay, I don't see what you might have tweeted yet, but let's see if I can find you. Just relax now. If you want to tell me your Twitter handle, I'll go get it right now. Because then I can just add you right into this list right this second. Actually, I'll go to your channel and get it, right? Probably. Hopefully you're not. I don't like to put up the what's it called? The public feed, because you never know who you're subscribed to and what they're liking. And what happens is, oh, that should have been on YouTube. Your Twitter feed shows you what people you follow are liking. So you may not choose to like the same things that they do, but it exposes you to it anyway. And I would hate to have that on a live stream if it was something undesirable. So this is Just Relax Now. You're a new connection for TuberChat. So what I'm going to do is take one of your videos right now, add it into my watch later list. I'll take this and add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go into my watch later list and I will watch that video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment. I'll give you a thumbs up. And then, okay, so you don't have your Twitter listed on your channel, but that's okay. Okay, I'll worry about it maybe after. Oh, and thank you, Oak Style. Oak Style is already on the list because they shared. So there we go. See, they just retweeted. And that's really all it takes. That's all that I'm looking for is like the list says. I'll go back to the list for a second. You just find it by looking at TuberChat and then view lists. And then this allows me to see posts from anybody in the list if you wanted to do that. But then as well, if you want the members, they're right here. And we'll find Oak Style there. I'm probably falling way behind again. I thought that I was keeping up with the chat, but I'm not. Oakley Beater there, right there. So, oh, pardon me, I got lost. Oh, I fell so far behind. I'm sorry, everybody. Oh. Oh, need to learn more about Twitter? Yeah, that's okay. Well, the other thing, too, is when we're on social media of any kind, it can be really helpful if you're active on it to add stuff onto your profile. I didn't mean to close all my windows here and get rid of everything. We were looking at Angel Light Over Darkness here. The you can have, like, for instance, Angel Light Over Darkness has here some links, and if we click on the About page, it also puts them here. Angel Merchandise, Instagram, and School of Enlightenment. That allows you to be found where you want to be found. For instance, so TuberChat is on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Reddit as a minimum so far. I will add more as I have time and as people want it. And then as well, I have an email list, which I have not started sending emails yet. I've been going on about it for 3 months, but I will eventually start. We have almost 100 people on the email list already. And I will send emails not more than once a week, probably far less than that to start with, just to keep everybody informed of what we're doing. And that's just at tuberchat.com. Oh. Okay, let's see if we can find you. Oh, I'm on the wrong. If I go in this window, it won't work. I have to use another browser. Oh, forgive me. I'm mixing my windows up here. You can imagine I've got 2 desktops running, so I'm running like a bunch of different windows. But if I go to if I go here and pop your name in. There's your Twitter. And there's the share that you did for us. So thank you very much for that. Living your best life. Are you just relax now? Are you adopted? I am also. I haven't said much about that yet. Eventually I'll do something. Kristen, my girlfriend, recently got me, if I can find it right here, the 23andMe kit, and I will do it eventually and then start learning. But anyway, so because you have tweeted for TuberChat, I am going to add, I go right here to add or remove from lists, and then I can add you to TuberChat stars. And now if I go to our profile and I go to, how do I go to lists again? Must be here. I go to TuberChat stars, you see now we have 20 members. And when I click on members, you'll see there you are. So these are the kind of things that I'm talking about when I say that I'm building things outside of our live streams. So there it is. Living your best life is right there. So if you, when I'm not live streaming, you can still continue to meet quality creators. First of all, every day I feature a different creator on TuberChat. So there's 54 of them now. So you know to follow them and look for them because I featured them for some reason, usually having to do with generosity. And then as well on Twitter, we have that Twitter list. On Instagram, all of our featured channels are there as well, where you can connect with people. And then because TuberChat is off Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And then when we're live streaming, you can catch us again. Oh, no, thank you. Thank you. Just relax now. See, this is the thing. You doing something so simple, which is sharing the stream out on Twitter, which is generous, although like it doesn't, I don't want to say that it's easy or it's simple, like, relatively it is, right? But I appreciate you doing it. But more so now you give me a chance to show the return and generosity there. So as you decide to build up your Twitter, hopefully TuberChat will send you a few people, because I keep mentioning this Twitter list. And as more people are active on Twitter and start realizing that the Twitter list is there, they're able to go and find other quality creators. And you may find yourself not only meeting people here on TuberChat, but also getting some more Twitter followers as well. And when people start sharing for each other, that's what really starts to help get the algorithm going, because YouTube knows when you share on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and all that. Maybe not Instagram, but they know Twitter and Facebook for sure, among other things. And then that can help the algorithm too in a small way. And Apostle Edgar Capanga. So I've been on social media for all of my adult life. I was there when Facebook started, and before that. And today's my 12-year anniversary on Twitter, as a matter of fact. Personally, not for TuberChat, of course, but for my personal channel. It's just coincidence. But the thing about it is, and I knew when this started because I used to be big on MySpace and Friendster, and I forget what half of the other ones were called before Facebook. The problem is, it's just creating more work, because there used to be a day we didn't use the internet, and then now we have to check our email every day. And now most of us have more than one email address, and we have to update our website, and we have to check our YouTube notifications and our comments on Instagram and our Facebook messages and our like, it's so much work. Reddit, yes, just relax now. TuberChat is on Reddit, and it's just the subreddit is called TuberChat. I'll just show it to you quickly. Oh, Ben Newton, I'm glad you're back. I thought I scared you away last time because I mentioned something. I thought you changed your name, and forgive me if I'm wrong, but if I'm right, there was a video that you made, and I was very lucky that I caught it, because I just got it as a notification, and I did see that video, and I thought it was very thoughtful, and I wanted to thank you for making that. I know you've taken it down and changed your name and stuff like that now, if I'm right, but I did want to at least thank you, because I did see it, and I thought that was very considerate of you, and I just wanted to let you know. So here's the TuberChat subreddit. And then depending on how you look at your feed here for all the different stuff, we have 36 members now. There is a playlist buddies thread here. So our subreddit is not that popular yet, but as it grows and grows and grows, of course, it will become more popular. But if somebody wanted to go on Reddit and look for playlist buddies, even when we're not live streaming, this is a great way to do it. You can just leave a message and people will reach back, out to you. I'm going to spin and we'll get another couple names on the wheel. Thank you. Just relax now. That's exactly what the point was for that. Yeah, Apostle Edgar Capanga, MySpace was something else. Oh, I see. Okay. I just saw a thing there about adopted. I see. Oh, 3 channels. Wow. Oh, yeah. Ben Newton, thank you. Yeah, it's not necessary to even do that. You do what's right for your own channel. I just wanted to. I was looking forward to the opportunity to let you know that I saw that because it was very considerate. If you do want to put it back up, then I will put it on our front page because we've had another couple of creators make videos similar to what you did, and I have them on TuberChat's front page for everybody to see and hopefully connect with them as well. So. That's up to you. If you do it, I'll hopefully find it, or you can let me know, or I'll search it out. But I don't want to push you to do it either. You got to do what's right for your channel, not necessarily worry about other things. But I did really appreciate what you did, and I just wanted to let you know because I was afraid you didn't know that I ever saw that. But it was very, very considerate. Yeah, just relax now. If you want, you can reach out to me on Instagram or Facebook are the best two ways. Instagram seems to be the most popular these days, but I'm more active on both of those than I am on Twitter. But I'm happy to talk to anybody about that stuff, of course. And then hopefully everybody's having a good time connecting. I did say I was going to... Oh, did I spin or I didn't spin? I lost myself there. I didn't know if I spun and pulled up that blue moon. I hope I'm not... I didn't spin and pull up that blue moon and then not give them their chance. Because I'm going to add some more names to the wheel. I have to wait even longer. That blue moon is usually here a very long time in our streams, and I appreciate that. So, Seven and Love, let's get you up on the screen right now. This is another dynamic creator who's been back again and again. I'm glad to see that you're well over your 1,000 subscribers, nice and solid. So hopefully, if you want to, I wonder how your hours are. If you want to swap playlists with people to gain watch hours, then you could just say so in the chat, and other creators will reach back out to you to make those arrangements. Janae Gaming. You'd wish best. Oh, is Travel Around still here? Holy smokes. And a few names to add here. Again, the rule is, though, I add the names based on how active people have been in the chat after a long period of time. But when I spin the wheel, if you're still here, then we put your channel up to have a look at it. And if not, I just move on quickly. Selby. Spin and see who's coming up. Bumby Selby's interested in swapping playlists. If anybody wants to do that, Bumby Selby's somebody who, like I said, has been connected to me for months and months and months on my personal channel, and then now continues to connect here at TuberChat as well. Gloria Adonai, I wonder if I'm pronouncing that even close to right. So this is a new connection for TuberChat. Oh, somebody actually, Ghostly Winds, named it the Wheel of Doom. I feel terrible because I don't remember who it was. It was so long ago, but somebody joked it might be the Wheel of Doom, so we call it that now. And then so this is a new connection for TuberChat. Oh, Lydia Saba, you're close to 1,000. That's great news. Great news. And forgive me, because we just had your channel up, so I must have seen that. Did you have 926? Is that right? Did I remember that? Or was I mistaken? forgive me. Obviously, I put enough channels up here that I can't remember what number to the next. But I thought that. Oh, you can't see the names on the wheel? Yeah, it's okay. It's all the names that are on the thing. This is just a website. It's called wheelofnames.com. It's free and so easy to use. So I've been using it for a while. No, it's not anything like that, Ghostly Winds. Yeah, it depends on what kind of screen you're on, right? And this and that. I don't know if there's anything I can do to improve that. Maybe I'll look at it in a minute. So, Gloria, let's get you. I'll just take your longest video, this one here. Popular YouTube video ideas. I'll add it into my watch later list. What this will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I will watch that video in full. I will leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video, and then I'll give you a thumbs up. Of course, we should always be doing that for each other, and then I will subscribe to you, and then that way I'll make sure that the connection sticks. Hopefully you're subscribed to TuberChat now, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can reach people in different time zones around the world. And so Ben Uten, I'll get this link too. Forgive me. Let me get this link for everybody. The channel that I'm looking at right now, Gloria Adonai, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, is the link is in the chat right there for anybody that wants to connect with that. So Ben Uden, there's many different companies that make it possible to make merchandise without spending a lot of money. But there are lots of ways on the internet to find out if the merchandise that you want to create is what people are going to buy. Because what I wish for you not to do is go and invest any kind of money into any kind of merchandise and then find out that maybe you were wrong and people don't like it as much as you were hoping that they would. There's ways to make web pages for free, like on Wix.com and places like that, and you can put up pictures of people wearing t-shirts and things like that that have your designs or holding mugs or phone cases or different things, whatever kind of merchandise you want to come out with. You can show your designs and then put it out there on social media and ask people if they want to buy it. And if people say, yes, I like that, I would buy that, then you know that that's the merchandise to make. But it would be unfortunate to go and make a bunch of stuff that you are hoping people would buy and then have them not buy. But I intend to do some tutorials on that stuff as well. I will soon be doing merchandise of my own. When I do, I won't be using the online services because I happen to be able to do it in a different way. I can order a lot of merchandise. I know how to do all the testing and make sure that I'm right before I go and sell it. So it's a thought, but you can also watch a lot of YouTube videos on how to make merchandise, how to market merchandise. You just got to remember that every video you're watching may be a marketing message of its own. So you got to be able to decide for yourself what's good information and what is information that somebody's trying to make you buy something. There's lots of people willing to give good information for free, and that can really help because I don't want to see anybody lose money of any kind when it comes to making merchandise and stuff like that. Oh, yeah, Gloria, sorry. Nobody can put their own links. Only moderators can put links usually in chats like this, but I don't use moderators, so we don't do that. But when we have a channel that we need a link for, I just do it. Here's the voice. Oh, my God. So hopefully you're still here because I'm going to connect with you. This is a new connection for TuberChat. What I'm going to do, I don't subscribe or watch videos while I live stream. So I'm just going to take the longest video I can find here, this one here, add it to my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch that video in full. I'll give you a genuine, meaningful comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, of course, because we should always be doing that for each other. And I will subscribe to you. And in that way, I'll make sure that the subscription sticks. And then hopefully you're subscribed to TuberChat as well, so you don't miss our further live streams. We're here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet people from around the world in different time zones. So I'm going to start rifling through these channels a little bit faster. And thank you very much, Che Kelly Beauty. Thank you. I hope we see you again, maybe even tomorrow. And then Past Life Explorer, sorry, I should have welcomed you when you came in. I saw you come in, and I just was in the middle of my speeches and stuff like that, but I'm glad that you're back, so thank you very much. Travel Around is coming up next. This is another channel that's back with us again and again. Oh, yeah, Bumby Selby. Yeah, lots of people will run playlists with you. I've swapped with lots and lots of people here. TuberChat is almost well, I shouldn't say almost monetized. We've got 1,000 hours to go, but we will have it within the next 2 to 3 weeks. But that comes from a lot of playlist swapping with a lot of people, and I've done it on my personal channel as well, which got monetized about a month ago because of the same activity. So you can just mention it as often as you want. Just say, I'm willing to swap playlists, and people will reach out to you for the purpose. Thank you, Michael and Paula. Hopefully I'll catch you live again. And forgive me, anybody, if I've missed anything in the chat. I tend to fall behind and then speed my way forward to catch up. So this is Travel Around. There's another channel that's back again and again. I should check and see if they're still here. They've been here enough, I don't mind having their channel up anyway, but if they're gone, I'll just move on quickly. Okay, let's spin. We'll see who's next. Let's see if this channel is here. No, they're already gone. Here's Bumby Selby. So Bumby Selby is willing to swap playlists. If anybody wants to do that, there's lots of channels in the chat that are willing to swap playlists as well. So if anybody wants to reach out to Bumby Selby, I hope that you will, first of all, to connect with her, because she is a dynamic creator. She's a loyal and dedicated supporter who I've been connected to since probably January of this year on both my personal channel and here at TuberChat. But as well, she's willing to swap playlists. So if you want to do that, then as she closes in on her almost 800 subscribers right now, but as you get closer to the 1,000, hopefully you can get those watch hours up. And I'm so far behind swapping playlists with people. I think I've got like 6 to go, so I'm not going to take any more on this weekend, but next weekend I'll start probably talking about swapping playlists with people again. And of course, I have a couple of channels that I can do it with if anybody wants to go twice. Oh, that blue moon, if you want to hopefully Nightbot will be on the case in a second. There it is. There's the link for that blue moon. Bright Creations wants to swap playlists, so hopefully you'll connect with Bumby Selby, and then you guys can get that going on. The Essence of Sonya swaps we recently did. Carrie Beth swaps. Michael's Adventures, if he's still here. Lots and lots of creators in the house are willing to swap playlists. Let's take Bumby Selby off. Kelly Beauty, are you still here or did you leave? Oh yeah, I'm so sorry. Okay. It's too bad. Sometimes I make everybody wait so long to get on the wheel, and then just when it's their time, it's just too long to have stayed. Just just addressing something right now. Okay. So I'm going to spin. Let me spin. And that blue moon. That blue moon is another creator who is extremely generous and has been back to tuberchat again and again and again. I think they're here for every live stream. Pretty close to it anyway, since they found us. Oh, Sherry Green's in the house. Thank you for coming in. I'm sorry I didn't welcome you. I just noticed somebody reaching out to you, so I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that everybody's having a good time connecting with each other. Yeah, I'm glad to see Past Life Explorer and my BS Life connecting. Hopefully you guys will swap playlists, yeah. And yeah, Past Life Explorer is willing to swap playlists. My BS Life is willing to swap if anybody wants to. Abo Ido, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you feel welcome. This is your first time here, but we have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. This is our President's Choice Diet Lemonade. That's for my BS Life. He will know that because in Canada we have this President's Choice. I don't even know if it exists in the United States. It's just a white label brand, but it's actually most of the products that they have are very good. But it's one of those white label brands you find in a certain selection of grocery stores and things like that. My BS Life is always making sure that my voice is going to hold itself together. Today, somehow it is. And we're going a little bit overtime now. We've already been on for 2 hours, and we're still going, so that's okay. So this is That Blue Moon. Let me get the link and put it in the chat for everybody. Hopefully everybody will connect with That Blue Moon. They are here with us all the time, like I say. And then as well, I'll just show you something on our page, and then I'll go back to their page. On our front page here, they have made a video specifically for tuberchat. So we have 2 shelves here. Georgia Bulldogs had done something similar. That's what I was talking about Ben Uden about as well. But That Blue Moon has made a video like this. And then there are other shout out videos. These are those ones that you see on a lot of creators' channels where they mention, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, whatever it is, channels. And then we've added them here as well. I do those kind of videos myself on my personal channel. Maybe I'll do some on tuberchat sometime soon. But I wanted to recognize That Blue Moon for having done that. It's very generous, and I wanted to show everybody, not to mention they do the featured channels collaboration, and they're willing to swap playlists if you want to reach out to them as well for that. So Abo Ido, if you want... Oh, you're from Cameroon, Africa. That's interesting. So hopefully if you want to meet some new friends and family members, you won't be shy. We've got a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody wants to connect. Everybody is here for the same thing. So please don't be shy. The best idea is always to go first. Just follow the instructions at the bottom of the screen, and you will find yourself with some new friends and family members in no time. The way that we connect here is you leave a single emoji next to somebody's name that you want to connect with, like maybe that blue moon here, and then you visit their channel and watch a short video in full of at least 1 minute long. They've got 3 perfect videos right here at the front of their page. And then that's so that it registers with the YouTube algorithm. While you're watching, leave them a genuine, meaningful comment related to the content of that video, hopefully of at least a couple of full sentences long, so that it doesn't get caught from the YouTube spam filters or held for review. And then give the creator a thumbs up, because we should always be doing that for each other. And then subscribe to them and reach back into the chat here to leave a double emoji of any kind next to their name. That lets them know that you've connected correctly, and then say something about the video that you watch so that they can turn around, find your comment easily, and then do the same thing for your channel. Yeah, absolutely. Apostle Edgar Kapanga. Yeah, having these featured channels collaboration is a great idea. Basically, what happens when you feature channels on your front page like this, you are saying to your audience and to the YouTube algorithm that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then in turn, when some of those channels feature you back, they are saying to their audiences and to the YouTube algorithm that you are worthy of being featured by them. So you can imagine the impact that that has on your audiences and on the YouTube algorithm. So if anybody in the chat has featured tuberchat on their front page, please make sure that I'm aware of it so that I can return the favor, because I absolutely do that on tuberchat and on my personal channel. And then Aboido, yes. So you want to meet new friends. So go ahead. The best idea is always to go first. In tuberchat, we kind of subscribe to the mentality that you must be willing to give much more than you expect to receive. What that means is you'll want to go first, reach out to anybody that you'd like to in the chat, subscribe to their channel, watch their content, leave them a comment, and then come back here to let them know that you've done that. And then they will turn around and do the same thing for your channel. As you start to get to know more and more creators, and you get a little bit more familiar with what we're doing in the stream here, then you'll find it easier and easier, and you'll grow faster and faster. I can see a couple of creators are reaching out to you now. Oh, Future Soup. Yeah, Stream Elements is one of my robots, but I've got it running like every 3 minutes. It's my favorite one for what we call timers. I don't know if you live stream or not. For those of you who live stream, timers are set when the robot like Nightbot or Streamlabs or Stream Elements or Bottissimo sends a message through the chat every few minutes or every predetermined amount of time. I like Stream Elements the most because the messages don't run into each other. It's possible that sometimes when you're in a stream, particularly like this, you might see Nightbot dropping messages, and sometimes it seems like Nightbot is dropping 2 or 3 or 4 messages all at once. But Stream Elements prevents that, and you'll notice that the messages only come up once every 3 minutes. And they rotate between them evenly. My pleasure, that blue moon. And this is Janae Gaming. We've had a look at this channel a few times over the last few streams. We got some Grand Theft Auto stuff here, I think, too, right? Yeah. GTA 5 online for the first time. I love Grand Theft Auto. I don't play a lot of video games right now, just for lack of time, of course, but I do enjoy quite a few. I like the Lego games when they take like Lego Star Wars and stuff like that. For some reason, I really like those games. And then I have like, I'm lucky enough to have some of the old stuff. Like I have those older Nintendos and PlayStation and things like that. I barely play, but I have them. But I do love Grand Theft Auto. PA, do you want to be up on the wheel? I'm just asking you before I put you up. I'm just curious if you'd like to, because you've certainly been here long enough, more than long enough today. But my list is telling me that it's time to put you on. It's up to you. I'm just looking through the chat, so forgive me if I've missed anything. I tend to fall behind. Oh, Becky Peters, good to see you again, so thank you for coming in. And then hopefully everybody remembers that... oh, Sherry Green, you can have as many... I think you can have as many mods as you want. Some of the people that I choose to believe and that I respect have decided, other streamers have decided that they cut their moderators down when it's time to get monetized. I don't know whether that matters or not, whether YouTube has something about that, but it's a possibility. But I choose not to have moderators here. I do have a few. Kristen and Kira just happen to be out for the day. They're doing something with some family. They're at an art exhibit in Toronto, so they're off for the day. Usually they're here with me. So they're here all the time. So it's not like I ever usually am without moderators. But because everybody in the chat is so respectful here, it is the easiest moderating job there is. But I don't really want people to have to be worried about moderating. In this particular chat, I want people to focus on growing their channels, not reminding everybody to thumbs up and share, although I do appreciate it. But I want people to focus on what they're growing their channel, building their relationships and things like that. But I don't know that there's a limit. Most of the growth streams I go in have everybody's a moderator. I must be a moderator on 100 channels now. I don't know, and most of them have now turned to putting everybody as a moderator. Part of the reason is so that everybody can drop their links, but we also don't do links here. The reason why I don't want to do that, not that it matters, but just for the sake of saying, is because I don't want to do anything to make it easier on everybody. We're supposed to be connecting genuinely, so I'm counting on everybody to go through the process. Sometimes you have to search for a channel, this and that, but by putting in the extra work that it takes to find everybody, we all know that we are in a chat where most of the people are that much, I don't want to say more loyal and dedicated than other live streams. That's not the right way of putting it. That's not what I mean at all. But you can just count on the intentions of everybody here for the fact that they're willing to put up with my different rules by not having moderators and not doing links. Yeah, Jaden, I'm never going to put anybody on the wheel twice in one day. That's probably never going to happen. Besides, you're the featured channel for tomorrow, so tomorrow you're going to be the first one. To be honest with you, I don't even think putting channels on the screen helps. I do it because everybody likes it and because it's something that makes the 2 hours go by that we're here. It gives me something to talk about, because otherwise you'd listen to me drone on about analytics all day. But I don't know that it does anything to help, because I'm not dropping links and this and that. What it does for me and for the dynamic of tuberchat, I get to know channels a little bit better every time I look at them. So while I'm out there supporting as many channels as I can all the time, I can't support 1,000 channels a day. It can't be done. So by putting the channels on the screen, I get a chance to talk about them, get a little more familiar. Like I just said, this channel, I knew they had a Grand Theft Auto video because it's right here, but I remembered seeing that the other day. So Janae Gaming obviously is a gaming channel, Red Dead Redemption. They're a Rockstar fan of some sort, but they've got lots of other content here. But this is what I mean. As I get to know channels, I can feature them better, let people know who they're connecting with a little bit better before they get there. But I don't know that it actually entices any more subscribers or anything like that. I just do it because everybody likes it. Oh, it's me, Wanston. Yes, Honey's in the house. That's funny. Just as I'm talking about not having moderators. No, it's me, Wanston. Yes, Honey has become a moderator for a long time now. but for a very specific reason. It's Me Once Then Yes Honey is a very much loved and well-respected member of the community that has a community of generous and loyal and dedicated people surrounding them at all times. But as well, I believe It's Me Once Then may have been here for almost every single live stream that we've done. We're on episode number 54, and I'll bet you that It's Me Once Then Yes Honey has been here for 50 of them, including from the very beginning. So that there's reason for that. And as it is for the things that I say here, you know, I try to always remember to say, like, you know, I may not even be right about some of the things. Maybe having a lot of moderators helps. Maybe dropping links helps. Maybe putting channels on the screen helps. I don't know. But TuberChat is chugging along just fine. And I'm really excited about the relationships that seem to be flourishing from here. We see it all the time. For those of you who've been here for a little while, been to a few live streams, met a few friends and family members, and then found them out in other people's videos, either leaving comments or hanging out in live streams. It's all working. And I'm very, very excited about it. So as it gets much bigger, I'm going to have to rethink the wheel and rethink the way we do the live streams, because yesterday, for instance, was a record day. We had 105 different channels come through TuberChat in our 2-hour period. So that was interesting. But previous to that, the largest number that we had come through in a single day was about a month ago, and it was 100 or 101 or something like that. So yesterday was record day. Shattered Soul, good to see you again. Thank you. And Aboido, I don't know. So I have a list that tells me who to put on the wheel. It goes by how active everybody is in the chat. Slimerastic, good to have you back. As TuberChat progresses, it will become what everybody wants it to become. At the same time, it's not going to change the target audience. So my hope is that everybody here will eventually pass the $10,000 mark, the 10,000 subscriber mark, so that you can really start to flourish. And when that day comes, you may find that the repetitive information that I give for channels that are approaching or have less than 10,000 subscribers, you may need a little bit of a deeper dive to really start maximizing. If it's necessary at the time and everybody wants it, maybe I'll start a second channel so that I can talk specifically about how to move towards 100,000 subscribers. But TuberChat will always be meant for people who are starting and working towards 10,000, because it's different information that you need when your channel is moving at different speeds. Future Shoot is not on the list just yet. It's an automated thing. Botissimo is the robot that I use for that, and it lets me know how active everybody is in the chat. Oh, Future Shoot. Did I put your channel on already or no? Forgive me for that. Maybe somehow I missed you, or maybe you were gone for a moment and I didn't put up. Oh, that Blue Moon says it does help. Okay. It's interesting to know. You know, when I get feedback from everybody in the chat, when people tell me different things, I have to guess a lot of things that we're doing up here. So I don't know. But the more people, you know, if 10 people tell me that putting channels on the screen helps, you actually get a few subscribers the moment your channel goes up, then hey, I'll subscribe to that idea and say, okay, I agree, then it works. But for now, I don't know. You know what I mean? I have to assume. Yep, Janae Gaming, there you are. Okay, let me spin, as a matter of fact. Okay, thank you, Becky Peters. Yeah, Future Soup, I don't know what happened there. I must have either I had you on, and I might have even put your channel up, and I don't remember already. The days get away from me. I'll know when I look at your channel again if I put it up today. This is You'd Wish Best. This is another dedicated and loyal supporter who continues to come back again and again, but has a dynamic personality and is always interactive in their live streams. They always have interesting topics. She actually live streams. I didn't realize how long these things go on for, but she's always got guests on StreamYard, and they're always having conversation. So here I was in this one. You know, she's always got something going on. So I guess it's been over a week or almost a week or whatever since I've seen her. But this is a channel where you will find entertainment value and engagement in the stream and the chat. Yeah, $10,000. I promise you this: if you get to 10,000 subscribers, there's probably a lot more than $10,000 on the table by then. Thank you, Shattered Soul. Hopefully everybody is in the pink of health. We have, what days do you think is best to post on? YouTube will tell you. I'll go through that in a minute if you want me to show you. It depends. Once you have a certain number of subscribers, I think it is, that YouTube unlocks this one feature. The best idea in the beginning is you post on whatever day you can be most consistent on. So, for instance, today is Sunday. If today is a good day for you to post because you can always post on Sunday, then you post on Sunday. That's the basic way of looking at it. But then as well, I'll show you in the analytics what YouTube has to help us figure that out. Thank you very much, Jaden, for the share and the like. Yeah, Shattered Soul. No, Kristen and Kira are off on a day trip to Toronto. They went to an art exhibit together with a couple of other family members. But I didn't want to take the day off from TuberChat, so I am here. So in our analytics, when you go to your audience tab, you see all our analytics look like this: mountains and peaks and valleys, because we don't have, because I stream only on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So everything is down the 3 days. So this is a graph that tells you on the audience tab when your people are most likely to be online. Now, I don't necessarily move around the TuberChat live streams in line with this graph. I do it when I think it's going to be best for me to live stream, and I try to move the times around so we can hit people in different time zones. If you notice, yesterday was 2 hours before today. The day before that was 2 hours before then, and tomorrow was 2 hours earlier than today. But I did that on purpose. It's just so we can meet different people. But this graph, if you're posting, will tell you, and the darker the purple color gets, the better time it is to post. So for instance, if TuberChat was making videos, I would probably post them around 8 a.m. most days, knowing that I'm going to catch all the traffic on the way up. As more and more people come online to YouTube, I'll get more and more views as the day goes on. So that's a good bet. I'm not saying that's the right way. I'm saying that's the way that I do it on all the channels that I run, and it seems to work out just great. So let's go back to You'd Wish Best. I'll leave that open in case we want it again. Oh, I'm always good, Apostle Edgar Kapanga. Thank you very much. I'm always living the dream. I love this stuff, and you know, I'm very lucky that Kira and Kristen, like, we all live together, but everything's just happy and glorious all the time. So I'm lucky for that. And then, but I'm very, very busy. TuberChat takes a lot more time than it seems like when I'm not live streaming. I'm going through statistics. I'm trying to learn what I can, trying to do a little bit of graphic work so that it looks appealing to people and reach people in other places and stuff like this. It's not that it takes up every minute, but I also run channels for other people. I film the videos, I produce them, I do all of everything that we have to do as creators, I do for those channels. The creators, all they do is just do what I say when it comes to filming, or film their own stuff and then send me the video file. So you can imagine how busy it gets. The biggest channel that I manage right now just hit 8,000 subscribers and is doing just over $4,000 a month in combined AdSense and super chats, and then as well another 500 US a month approximately in Amazon affiliate money. So that's what's possible at 8,000 subscribers. And I'm not even like, I'd have to know other creators and other channels to know where that falls on a scale, but it seems pretty good to me. I'm sure there are people who are doing even better. I'm sure there are channels who are not making quite as much, but it seems to be doing okay. Living your best life. I see. That's the one you tweeted on. So thank you very much for that. And then Past Life Explorer. Sorry, are you talking to me about vids in a playlist? Or were you talking to somebody else about that? Back again. Thanks, Bright Creations. Oh, hard work always pays off. But there's a difference for me from most other creators. And I'm very, very lucky. So I've been on social media the whole time. I've been on, websites and the internet since I was like 15 years old or whatever it was, before Windows 95 came out and all that stuff, right? Actually, be a lot earlier than that, now that I think of it. But so when I decided to start YouTube, I started 4 years ago as a professional channel manager. I was running other people's channels before I even started my own. So I already decided not to quit before I even started. And I already knew that I was going to be successful before I started because of my history in social media and marketing and things like that. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to get 1 million subscribers. I don't expect that at all, no matter what I ever do, because my dynamic is different than the creators who get 1 million subscribers. But I do expect to get 100,000. And I certainly expect to do it between the fact that I'm going to have several channels running. Most of you know I already have 2 solid channels, as well as, never mind the ones I run for other people, I'm intending on starting at least another 2. It's probably going to continue from there. Now, it's not guaranteed just because I say that, but you can see that there's a mentality there. That's why I say tuberchat was designed to be what it is and to not really change. It'll change as people want it to, but I won't leave the space. So when newcomers are coming into YouTube and want to grow their channels, when we all that are talking right now are way beyond this and everybody has thousands and thousands of subscribers and doesn't really need what tuberchat will have to offer anymore, I'll either have something else for us to continue with, or I will just stay with the beginners, and I hope that you will turn around and point them to me when they ask you how you became so successful as a part of it. Thank you very much, Lydia. Yeah, thank you, Past Life Explorer. Sorry, I thought so, but I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything. Future Soup, yes, the wheel is wheel is rigged in your favor right now. We usually don't go this long, but I'll stay for a while longer if everybody wants. What we let me see who else I can add to the wheel, just so that we can give Future Soup change the odds. I'm just looking for on my list here to see if there's anybody that Bautissimo is directing me to. Ben Uten, let's get you up on the wheel. Upped it in half on you there, Future Soup. Oh, what happened there? Oh, Abo Ito, we don't. You can't ask because that's considered self-promotion. So typically nobody asks for anything here. When it's time for somebody to be put on the wheel, which actually, never mind my speech because it is time for you to be put on the wheel, but just please don't ask for anything because that's considered self-promotion and it can be considered against YouTube's community guidelines, and I never want to break those. Tanisha Rawls as well, if you're still here, I'm going to have you on the wheel. And Past Life Explorer. I'm happy to have you back. Past Life Explorer is a dynamic creator. And PA, I'm so sorry. I asked you if you wanted to be on the wheel, and I didn't hear from you. You know what I'll do? I'll put you on the wheel. And if you don't want to be on the wheel, you can just tell me. Not that I expect you not to want to. But occasionally somebody might say they don't want to be on the wheel. Living your best life, absolutely. Then you should make all three successful. You can absolutely do that. So Aboito, don't worry about it. But I just want to let you know, because other chats, when you go in like other live streams similar to this, where people are connecting, some of the same rules will apply. So it'll help. So here's Ben Uden with 77 subscribers. Hopefully we can push you a little bit farther and get you close to that 100 that must be on your mind. I certainly think it's possible that we can get you closer to 80 today if 3 more creators want to connect with Ben Uden. I can tell you already, from the short time that I've known this creator, I happen to come across something that they did on YouTube, and I know that they are an extremely generous creator, that are considerate, thoughtful, and they have a dynamic personality. So I think you'll be pleased to connect with them. Absolutely, Apostle Edgar Kapanga. Yes, if you can have in your mind set that you expect to succeed, before you even start or as you grow, then the chances are usually in your favor. Now, we never know what the future is going to hold. I tend to have some luck. Most people that you meet would say, oh, their luck is not great, or they don't have good luck. And that's not me saying that. That's statistically more than half people say that they don't have good luck, but I tend to be lucky at times. So, I haven't won the lottery. I don't have my $10 million or any of that stuff, but I am lucky in many other different ways in life. And hopefully some of it is self-drawn. Some of it comes from the universe. But when we look at the idea of being successful, sometimes you can set in your mind when you can really actually see the success in front of you, then it makes the path clear. Hyperscape TV, thank you for coming in. We don't do mods here. We don't need moderators in this particular chat. This is meant for people to connect with each other and meet other creators so that they can support each other genuinely. I don't know if you've been in a growth stream like this before. If you wouldn't mind, just let me know, Hyperscape TV, if you've been in one like this. I'm assuming that you have. Could be possible, Apostle Edgar Kapanga, but if you'd asked me in my 20s if I was lucky, I might have said no. Or I didn't think so, or no more so than anybody else, but now the story has changed. One Busy Mama, that's a great name for a channel, so welcome. I think this is your first time here, so hopefully you feel welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Rosita Paul, I think this is your first time here too, so thank you very much for coming in. We have a lot of dynamic creators. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. Reach out to anybody that you'd like to in the chat. The best idea is always to go first. If you follow the instructions at the bottom of the screen and just take your time and meet people one by one, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members in no time. I'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up, and then I'll describe how we connect with each other here. So here's Aboito. This is a new connection for TuberChat. Oh, thank you, Living Your Best Life. Thank you very much. So since this is a new connection for TuberChat, I do not watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. But what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos. I'll take this Getting to Know You video, add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I will watch that video in full. I will leave a genuine comment. I will give you a thumbs up, and I will subscribe. And in that way, I'll make sure that the connection sticks. Hopefully you're subscribed to TuberChat as well, and you have the notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We are always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different people from around the world in different time zones. So the way that we connect here, similar to what I was talking about just a second ago there, is if you want to connect with the channel, just leave a single emoji next to their name in the chat. That lets them know that you want to connect with them. And then head to their channel and watch a short video in full of at least 1 minute long. And that's so that it registers with the YouTube algorithms. And then leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video of at least a couple of full sentences so that it doesn't get held for review or caught in the YouTube spam filters. And then give the creator a thumbs up, because we should always be doing that for each other. And then subscribe to them and come back into the chat here and leave a double emoji of any kind next to their name. That lets them know that you've connected the right way, and say something about the video that you watched so that they can go back and find your comment easily, and then they can turn around and do the same thing for your channel. And I will spin again, and we'll see who's coming up. Need to try to develop your channel first before going on the Wheel of Doom. We replace you with somebody else. Okay, as long as you're sure. Now that blue moon is, oh, I didn't mean to do that. That blue moon is telling me that it actually helps. So it's up to you. I'll pull you off for now, but you definitely deserve to be on probably every day that you're here anyway. Somebody called it the Wheel of Doom, Apostle Edgar Capanga. Somebody called it the Wheel of Doom a long time ago, and I forget who it was. I can't go back over 100 hours of live streams to figure out whoever said it, but I thought that was funny. I could actually probably find it if I go back and I look over the couple when I first started using the wheel, because it would have been within the first episode or two, right? And I just thought it was funny, so that's what we call it now. There's the speech that I have for the wheel. I decided not to keep that on the screen all the time. It's just saved. I put it on for a couple episodes, but I think it's a little bit too much. She reviews everything. There's your another channel from you. So I'm glad that you've got all three. I'm going to have to make sure that I connect with those as well. So hopefully, as you're connecting with TuberChat with all three of those channels, you can leave me some kind of a comment. Doesn't really matter what it is. And I'll make sure that I get those. And then I'll make sure that I subscribe back to your channels if you want to, because I won't end up having all those on the wheel or on the screen today. There's Past Life Explorer, so 2 away from 600 right now. I hope that we can get Past Life Explorer up over the 600 that's got to be on their mind right now. This is a dynamic creator. I enjoy hanging out in their live streams. They always have like dynamic conversation and engaging content happening. So forgive me because I hadn't been there for a couple of weeks, but here's when I was hanging out in, and I just got there again yesterday. But Past Life Explorer is a dedicated and loyal supporter, a previously featured channel from TuberChat that has been back again and again and again. And then TealTube is reminding everybody they are willing to swap playlists if anybody wants to do that. I hope I haven't missed any channels coming in. I think I'm caught up, but yeah, so if anybody wants to swap playlists, absolutely. Just say so in the chat. Bumby Selby's looking to swap playlists there. TealTube right under you if you want to connect with her. And Bumby Selby is only 4 away from 800 right now, so she's so close. So I hope if anybody hasn't already connected with Bumby Selby, you'll connect with her as well. She's somebody who's been connected to me on my personal channel for probably 6 to 7 months now, as well as here at TuberChat. And it's aggressively growing, as you can see. So she's working on watch hours. She's willing to swap playlists, and she's so close to 800. So I hope everybody will consider getting together with Bumby Selby, as well as Past Life Explorer. We've talked about that channel a lot, and I hope that everybody will, who hasn't already connected with Past Life Explorer will, because you will find other TuberChat people, as well as, like, he's got his own audience, of course, but you will find other people that have come through TuberChat supporting themselves in his live stream as well. Swap playlist, yes, Aboido. So what that means is that if you arrange to swap playlists with somebody, you are willing to run a playlist of their videos for them all in a row, and they are willing to run a playlist for you. And you don't have to comment and like and sit there and watch every single video for hours on end. You can do it while you sleep. You can do it while you work. You just leave your phone on, or your computer, or a tablet, or if you have an extra device you can leave, and you just leave it running the whole time. The best idea is to comment on the first video just so that they know that you're at least there, and then maybe the last video to let them know when you're done, and give them likes whenever you can. But that's all that's included. So on your channel, if you can take all the videos you've ever made, your pre-recorded videos, put them all into one playlist called, in your case, it would be All of Aboito or Binge Watch Aboito. And then when you make those arrangements with people, you give them that playlist to run. They run that playlist for you, and then you run whatever they ask you for. And many of the channels in the chat do that, including Past Life Explorer. I believe that I've actually swapped with them, but it was probably so long ago that the red lines are cleared. So am I wrong? Did I maybe just run all your videos? I thought that we swapped, so forgive me if I'm wrong about that. I was sure of it. I'm 99% sure. But anyway, so that's all that's necessary. So Aboito, all you have to do is say, I am willing to swap playlists, and then people will swap with you. Yeah, very good. Okay, yeah, Past Life Explorer. So I actually, just the other day, I went through that with Carrie Beth, and I know you know her, but I talk about her channel all the time. I had swapped with her, I don't know how long ago, pardon me for 1 second here. I swapped with her a while back, and then we noticed there was one day that the red lines were all there when I pulled her channel up on the screen, and there was one day I was talking about watch hours and the red lines were gone. I said, oh, it's probably time I can run your playlist again now, because you have to wait. I don't clear caches. I don't delete my watch history. I'm always logged in, and I don't use VPNs. I authentically run for everybody, but I'm willing to do it again when it's time. So anyways, it's a thought. Pardon me for 1 second. I'm going to put a channel up here, and I'm just going to step away for a quick moment. Oh, Unmasked Lifestyle, thank you for coming in. You're a new connection for TuberChat. This is your first time here, but hopefully you feel welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. Reach out to anybody that you'd like to in the chat. The best idea is always to go first. Follow the instructions at the bottom of the screen, and you'll find yourself meeting new friends and family members in no time. I thought we did. Oh, Future Soup, there you are. I know by the Stormtrooper helmet, because I was talking about that. So I don't subscribe or watch videos while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take one of your videos. I take this one because it's your longest one and add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll watch that video in full. I'll leave a meaningful, genuine comment. I'll give you a thumbs up, and I will subscribe, and then that way I'll make sure that the connection sticks. And then I am going to just step aside for a quick second here. Let me spin. I'll pull another channel up. Oh, Past Life Explorer. I didn't take you off the wheel. Silliness. Silliness on my part. Just for fun for Tanisha Rolls. Oh, you're fine. It's fine, Future Soup. We all have to grow our channels. We all start with the same things. So you go ahead and when you can get that change, go ahead. And sometimes we use a tool called Canva. I've done a tutorial for that on my personal channel, how to do a banner. If you like to, it's very fast. But you obviously know what you're doing because you got that done anyway. So you just need to pull that up and change the name if you want to. It could be easy as making a black square over the part that says insert name and then just typing over top of that. It might be that easy if you use a graphics program. Video playlist. Aboito, if you want to hang out for another few minutes, I will go through how to make a playlist. This is Tanisha Rawls, so this is another new connection for TuberChat. So what I'm going to do is take one of these videos here and add it into my watch later list. And what that will allow me to do is I will watch that video in full when I go through my watch later list. I will leave a genuine, meaningful comment related to the content of that video. I will give you a thumbs up, of course, and I will subscribe. And then that way I'll make sure that the subscription sticks. Travel around. Thank you very much. Good night to you too. It's not that, Apostle Edgar Capanga. So in basic mathematics, yes, you're right. If you had 40 hours or 10 hours of videos, you'd need 400 people to watch it. But the truth is, as your channel's growing, you're getting organic watch hours as time goes on. People are naturally watching your videos. So for instance, by the time I got 4,000 watch hours on my personal channel, I got another 1,000 within like a week, because my channel had a couple videos that were doing really well and I was swapping a lot of playlists. But the channel grows on its own. So you don't have to get 400 people. You're going to make more videos. So your playlist is going to get bigger. And what also is going to happen, the reason I love swapping playlists is because when you trade favors with somebody, a friendship starts, no matter how small it is. It's a true relationship. And what happens is you'll find yourself favoring creators that you've swapped with, and they will be favoring you. So you will have, like in this community that I keep talking about, where tuberchat wants its little piece, is we want to encourage everybody to support each other truly in the coming not only days, but weeks, months, and eventually, hopefully, years. So they will come back and watch your videos. They will hang out with you in your live streams, and they will leave you comments and likes and things like that. And that is what will help push you. So I know it looks like a lot when you think like, hey, I've just started, or however far along you are, and you need so many hours, but we all get there. Everybody gets there. If you put out one piece of quality content per week, and it's up to you to decide what quality is, not me. If you do that and you never quit, you will eventually get there anyway. It's guaranteed on YouTube. The only difference is how fast. Swapping playlists speeds it up in many different ways, and genuinely supporting others so that they will come back and genuinely support you helps as well. So pardon me just for 1 second. I'm only going to take a moment here, and then I'll come right back and I'll show you how to make a playlist. Okay, pardon me, everyone. I'm back now. I just needed to step aside for a very quick second. Party in the chat, yep. And I'm glad that Unmasked Lifestyle already knows the drill, and it's good to see you connecting with people already. The Daniel Show, yeah, thank you for hanging out so long. Okay, so let's get rid of this for now. We don't need that today. So I'm going to show you how to make a playlist. Let's go to YouTube Studio. There's easier ways to do this. Maybe I'll show you both ways, or at least two ways. There's I don't know how many hundred ways, but so what we could do is go to playlists, and then we go to new playlist and name it something. I will name it literally something. Create. You decide if you want it public or private or unlisted. Now, no videos are added. Part of my voice here. We can change the name. We can add a description. Description goes here. You'll do a better job than I will. And then we go to add videos on the 3 dots. Now, the TuberChat has almost no videos. We have only live streams, and it doesn't decipher which ones are live and which ones are videos. You have to remember as you're clicking. So when you're making playlists for the purpose of swapping, the best idea is to make a playlist that doesn't include any live streams. Now, TuberChat can't do that because we only have live streams. But for everybody else, you make a playlist that has only videos, and then you just select here, and all the different ones that you select go into the playlist. And as the page refreshes, you'll see there it is. Now, if I go to my channel, when I go on playlists, you'll see it right there. There's something. And then if I go on customize channel, I have to go back to the home page. If I want to put that on my front page so that everybody can find it easily, I'll show you how to do that as well. Thank you, Apostle Edgar Kapanga. I just want to make sure I didn't miss a channel coming in. So if you want to add another section to the bottom of your front page, what I often tell everybody is to take the playlist that you make for people to watch and add it to the bottom of your front page so people can find it easily. So there's lots of different ways to dress up your front page here, but we're just going to use a single playlist. We want it in a horizontal row, just like these are. Out of my playlist, not to enter a playlist URL. If you had 2 channels, you might do something like that to cross promote them, and then find playlist. And I'm just going to use the one that I just made called something. Click done, and I can move it up and down in the thing if I want to. What was this? That's something that I left there and didn't clean up. And then it's already saved. You don't have to click save. When I go to my channel back to the regular YouTube view, there's our playlist down there. Now, I should have called that. I should have done a better job calling that something. So let me click on it. And I will change it. This should say all of TuberChat, because that's what you should be naming your playlist. And the reason why I say that, I usually don't tell people what they should or shouldn't do. What I want to do is show you ways of doing things or the way that I do things. What I'm recommending to everybody is call their playlist something like this: all of TuberChat or binge watch TuberChat, and then put it on the front page if you can. And that is so that we're all doing the same thing, and it becomes easier and easier and easier as more people are doing this to find each other's playlists. And then if I want to, I'll show you another way of doing a playlist as well. So let's just go to the home page of YouTube, or let's say our channel page, right? And I'll go into my videos. And if I want to make a playlist starting with this video, I'll just say save to playlist from the 3 dots, and I can add it to one that I already have here, including watch later, which everybody has. That's a YouTube feature. If I want to make a new playlist, I will call this one all of TuberChat, because the other one was called binge watch TuberChat. I'll make it public instead of unlisted or private. Click create. Now that channel or that video is already in that playlist. Let's go to playlist and look at it. There's all of TuberChat. When I click on it, it's only got 1 video. There's the playlist right there. It's a very small little part of the window over there, but that's it. And now if I go back to my channel and go to videos, now I can go on the 3 dots of any video and save to playlist, and I can save to all of TuberChat if I want to. Or if you're on a video, you can click save and it'll automatically pull up the playlist window for you to save it to. So that's a couple ways. On a phone is a different story. I'll have to do a tutorial for that at some point. And thank you, Becky Peters. And then if anybody hasn't yet, I hope you'll give a thumbs up. It really does help the stream and pushes us farther into the algorithm. And then yeah, just relax now is getting back to everybody. I'm just looking at something in another window here. Okay, I'm looking at what to do here. Thank you, Angel Light Over Darkness. I'm just looking at something in another window here. Yeah, absolutely. If anybody wants to swap playlists, just reach out to each other and let each other know. And then hopefully everybody here has the notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. Tomorrow's is already set, but we're here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday always, but the times change. Get back into this chat if I want. Did I forget that I left that thing up? Nah. I don't know what to do here. I'm just looking at something in another window. And hopefully everybody is still having a good time connecting. Tally's Empire, thank you for coming in. I think this is your first time here, so hopefully you feel welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. Reach out to anybody that you'd like to in the chat. Everybody wants the same thing. Just follow the instructions at the bottom of the screen. Take your time and visit people one by one, and you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members in no time. right. I am going to ask everybody to mention TuberChat Raid when you head to the link that I'm dropping in the chat right now. And what that does is just let our friends know that you came from TuberChat. Oh, I actually made a mistake there. And we can continue connecting over there. And then TuberChat will be back tomorrow. So if you don't already, I hope you've got the notification bell on so that you don't miss the live stream, or get notified from our front page about that single live stream that starts 2 hours earlier than today, tomorrow. So thank you, everyone, for the time you've spent. I really appreciate everything that everybody's done for TuberChat today. If you don't mind giving a thumbs up on the way out, if you haven't already given one, and I'll appreciate that as well. And I will hopefully see you